for joining me for another week with Mary's Dreamtime Messages. I hope you had a wonderful week last week. The two cards that we pulled out was with Dingo. I am advancing, letting us know that we will beginning or ending something. So you may have noticed from last week that you maybe would have been advancing in a certain area of your life, or maybe you uncovered something to do with, it could have been work, or you could have uncovered something in your personal life that you had been trying to uncover for a long time, which, you know, kind of made an advancing effect in some certain area of your life, and it could have been very, very subtle. And so, you know, if maybe you didn't stop just for a minute, then you could have missed it as well. And so, you know, it's really worth taking note of what that was. And so the other card that we pulled out last week was with Barramundi, I am dreaming, letting us know that we were taking on more responsibility to do with the family. And so, and having some clarity, or maybe finding some things out again that you weren't aware of. And it could have also been to do with something that was deep within your heart or soul, maybe something you were uncovering in your healing, something that you were making more room for, so that you were letting go of anything that was old. So yeah, I hope you had a great week with those two animals, because we hadn't got the dingo in a very long time. Could have been at least 6 months or a year that we hadn't got the dingo before. And so it's going to be a really strong message at this time. And, you know, it could also be connecting us to something that is going to happen for us next year as well. And so the week is going to be starting the 23rd of September and running until the 29th of September. And so it's the last full week of the month, and then we're going to be starting a new month, which is October. And so then we've barely got like 12 weeks roughly until Christmas. And so it's not a lot of time. You know, I feel like things are really speeding up now. You know, we may be finding that that it feels like a lot less time to get a lot more done. And so, you know, of course, and the weather is warming up, but it's not warming up that much where I am because it's always cold. And so it may not feel like summer until the end of the year now, maybe till the end of December or start of January. And so, you know, every time spring comes by, I always think that it's heating up, but I always get tricked because every time I get surprised, because it's always, you know, pretty much the same temperature all year round here in its 20s, or, you know, between probably 12 and 17 degrees. And so, you know, I live in a cooler part of Australia, and so where the altitude is very is, you know, nearly 1,000, not quite 1,000, but close enough. And so, but I'm sure everybody else will be nice and warm during the springtime, like it usually is in Australia, and my hometown as well. My hometown is, you know, roughly about 10 degrees warmer than here. And so it, you know, I'm used to a really hot and dry climate, not like the cool climate. So you know, even though I've been here now for a number of years, I still you know, miss the warmer weather. And so, you know, because we're going to be starting another brand new month, it'll be October. And, you know, this in our Dreamtime calendar, it was the red kangaroo month, and next month will be the eagle, wedge-tailed eagle month. And so I'm going to be marking down all the calendars 50% off. from last year, which I should have done like ages ago, but I haven't gotten around to it. But so if you want to grab one of those, you know, it's got some really great pictures that you can reuse, or you might want to just use the calendar for something else, and, you know, and so hopefully we'll be making way for some new calendars coming out, which I mainly just do the Dreamtime calendars, because they have the most striking images, and my original collection is of the Dreamtime, the same as the Dreamtime card deck. And so yeah, so watch out for that this week. The calendars are going to be marked down 50% off, and so if you want to grab one, I don't think there may be only about 10 or something, so yeah, maybe you'll get your hands on one of those. And so let's have a look and see the two animals that are going to be guiding us this week, in the last month of September. And so if you've got your Dreamtime card deck, you've got your little 2-part box, and you've got your 100-page booklet and your 36 glossy cards. And so if you were one of the winners from the NAIDOC competition, then you know it usually takes up to 5 weeks to receive your parcels. And so you know, there is a lot of items in the boxes, and so it just ensures that everything's in its place and that everything's getting packed properly. And so yeah, it just takes time to do the prizes, send the prizes out. So you know, just be patient with us while we're doing that. And so, but I mean, everybody should be focused now on the September competitions for this month, because there's only 1 month left. I mean, 1 week, not 1 month, 1 week left. And so, you know, I'm not sure if we've got any more of the dolphin artwork available now. So if you want to inquire, just send us a message via the website, and to see if we can get you any more, if possible. And also yeah, so that is the last week of the major prizes, and so don't miss out on your chance to grab a chance to win. And so remember, the homeowners package, which is the $1,000 one, spend $1,000, you get 10 entries. And so and the artist pamper pack, where you spend 150, you get 2 tickets for that one. And yeah, the free artwork, remember, if you spend $300, and if you spend $500 as well, you get another original painting. And so yeah, there's, if you end up spending, if you're able to spend $1,000, I would go with that one, simply because you get a free original painting, you get a free fine art print of the dolphin, and you also get your 10 tickets into the prize. And so if you end up winning, I mean, all your Christmases will come at once. And you know, with these prizes, you're going to win anyway, because the free artworks that are there. And so yeah, because I know that there's a fair amount of people already now in the artist pamper gift pack, but still waiting for some entries for the homeowners pack. And so this is your last week, and so entries close on Sunday midnight on the 29th of this month. So good luck, everybody. So let's have a look and see the 2 animals that are going to be guiding us this week and giving us their messages of hope and inspiration and guidance during our week, and keeping us focused and motivated, and focused on our true path, you know, leading us to the places that we want to uncover the most, and that are going to bring us the most goodness and positivity and abundance. And so the first card that we pulled out this week, which I knew this one was coming because I could see it in nature, the message is already coming from yonder. The first card we pulled out this week is with Ancestral Sparrow. I am happy when I allow myself to recognize the negative people who are not serving my happiness. My natural flow and rhythm returns. I am peaceful again. There may be negative people around during this week, and so it's important to be on the lookout, be very careful, and also be very mindful and keeping an eye on things. I would be doing that this week, okay? And so, because it's not always obvious, these kinds of people, because they hide behind other people, or they hide behind their persona. And so, you know, you can be very skillful about looking through and looking past people such as that. And so if you're receiving this message, I'm sure that you are somebody like that. And so it's important to be on the lookout for those people this week. And so the message, because that one is number 28 on the guidebook. And, you know, these kinds of people come in all different shapes and sizes, and they can also be in our family, unfortunately. It's not about having enemies. It's about protecting yourself and, you know, knowing that you're making decisions based on what you want in your heart and soul, and not decisions that are being influenced by other people. And especially not these kinds of people. And so Ancestral Sparrow is the card number 28, which you can find on page 70. And so all life is precious, and although sometimes in life people can be like pests, they make up part of our lessons in this world. When a situation can no longer be resolved, it is better to walk away than try and please someone else. And so the purpose is to do with Ancestral Sparrow. You are a spiritual person. Your spiritual integrity is what is taking a knock at the moment. When there is part of us that is out of balance, eventually this can lead to more unhappiness. The best thing you can do right now is to make yourself happy by walking away from an unpleasant situation, because you're number one. And so the guidance is release the pest that is currently in your life, making you unhappy. It may be someone you thought was a friend, family, or work member. Whoever it may be, give back to yourself again during this time so that your natural flow and rhythm returns, making you happy again. And so the important action step this week to do with Ancestral Sparrow and the message of Ancestral Sparrow is there may be an understanding you need to reach that will enable you to have a feeling of satisfaction come back into your life. But first you need to take some action to get yourself out of a current situation that is making you very unhappy, unsettled, which is not only affecting your financial situation, but has been weighing you down for some time. And so the negative, you could be feeling depressed about this situation, and that there's needing to be removed. There needs to be ties to be removed, or cords that are binding you to this person. And there's also a lack of trust or money, and this is making you feel unsettled. And so being mindful about this situation and really having a close and careful eye on what's happening this week, you can change that negative into a positive by bringing back your happiness, protecting your happiness, the flow of life, abundance and peace. And so it's really taking care of yourself this week, and focusing on yourself and understanding the people that are close by you this week around you. Take a close eye and keep a close eye on who those people are, and just be mindful It's not about being critical or judgmental. It's about taking care of you, number one, and understanding if there's anything there that's bringing you unhappiness and seeing where it's linking back to. Is it linking back to a group of people, or is it linking back to someone in your family? Is it maybe linking back to one of your friends? And so that's what you just need to be mindful about this week, so that you can bring back the happiness. And so let's have a look and see the other card that's coming up this week, beside Ancestral Sparrow, which is going to bring us more, which is going to expand this message into our week, so we can get a clearer read about things that are going on. Okay, that's interesting. And the other card that we pulled out is with Dolphin, I am aware. So it's, just be aware of the Ancestral Sparrow message. And, with this card, when I understand my deep connection to nature, I allow myself to open up and merge with the healing life force of creation. And so this may be the area that it's affecting, to do with your spirituality and your healing life force that you have around you that's connected to nature and creation. And so there could be somebody that's trying to tap into that, and without your permission. And so the message of the dolphin is number 30. And so if we go to the guidebook, that's going to give us the complete message about the dolphin, which is on page 74. And so dolphin is reminding us about the connection we have to the life force energy of the universe, which is in connection between earth and sky. And so we can learn a lot about ourselves through the movements and cycles within nature. Have faith and trust in this powerful connection that you have. There are many patterns and intricacies within nature that we are yet to understand, and so allow your heart to be open to learning more about this. So the action step this week is to read more books, study more topics, or attend workshops that will enable you to learn more about nature and the universe for a better understanding. The healing life force of creation is a powerful energy that you will greatly benefit from. And so I would highly recommend, sometimes you'll see on Facebook or some of the social media channels masterclasses, and they're free to attend. I would recommend doing something like that that really piques your interest to do with healing, which I was only really just saying that to do with the dolphin. I mean, not the dolphin, the dingo. I was only saying that to do with the dolphin, to do with healing. And so sometimes there's some healing topics, or even topics to do with nature as well, or the animals. And I don't do master classes because I'm doing the Dreamtime messages every week, and so, which are free for everybody at the moment. And so so it's that is one of the ways that you can expand your knowledge this week about your awareness to do with this topic about the healing life force of creation and healing. And the positive, the negative to do with the dolphin is destruction, hurt, blocking of spiritual path. And so there could be something underlying hurt, or there could be something underlying a blockage that that is there, or that you're finding out about at the moment. And so we can unblock this, and it's very possible. And the heart of creation, that can help us to open more up in a positive way to the heart of creation and the feeling to do with that, and your deep soulful knowledge. And so I love getting the dolphin card, and it's such a beautiful artwork that really encapsulates the message of the dolphin and the healing life force of creation, and the heart of creation, and opening up to that. You know, it's a really special thing. And so the two cards that we pulled out this week is with Ancestral Sparrow, and you know, this could also be what's blocking our path this week, to do with the heart of creation. And so, you know, it's important just to, if that's not playing out you know, in your work or in your environment, or through your friends or your family or friends circle, then maybe there's something underneath this unhappiness that's coming to the surface, coming up to the surface during this time this week, just to make you aware of certain feelings or thoughts. And you know, it's not about, you know, hanging on tight and not letting it go. You know, it's about releasing and letting it free up. And it's not always easy. It could be like this, have been like this for such a long time, and so it's time to do some of the action steps to release whatever it is that's there, once you're made more aware of it. And you know, a nice exercise to do this week is writing in your journal any thoughts or feelings that you have about this situation. And you know, just take it slow. You know, you don't need to go at a fast pace. You could be working on this for a number of weeks, and that's fine, even with the new Dreamtime messages that come out next week. And so, and you know, it's important, like documenting it in your journal is really important, because you can go back over it and see the progress that you've made, and it really helps in your healing process as well. And so I really hope you have a wonderful week. And so with these two, Ancestral Sparrow letting us know that we're recognizing the negative people that have been putting us down, and that maybe have maybe are connecting to certain negative patterns or feelings or thoughts. And the dolphin that we received is helping us to allow us to open more up to this healing life force that's connected to the heart of creation, and our connection to nature, and our healing that is within us. And so I hope you have a wonderful week with these two. And don't forget that there's only one more week left of prizes, so I would be you know, securing whatever that you're needing this week. And don't forget to hit the subscribe bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I upload videos every Sunday and Monday evening. I hope you have a wonderful week with these two, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.